What's going on, everyone? Charlie back again with a new video. Recently received my Nikon ZR. I've been testing it for about a week now. Stay tuned, I'm about to show you a couple of test footage that I captured at the beach. I was trying the different resolutions and the different codecs that this camera offers, because like many of you have seen the talk about the H.265 codec not being as good as the rest, and spoiler alert, yeah, it's not as good, but is it bad? I don't think so. I think it's pretty good, and I think it's very usable. To give you a little background, I'm a videographer here in Miami. I've been shooting videos for more than 7 years now. I still use the Sony FX3 and the Sony A1, and I also have the Lumix S1 II that I'm actually recording this video on. And I recently got the Nikon ZR. You might think that I'm collecting cameras at this point. I think that all the cameras that I bought have a specific use case. At least that's what I tell my wife. And yeah, I'm pretty excited to really try this camera, push it through its paces. Let's review the footage together. Let's talk about it. There's a couple of things that I like, a couple of things that I don't like. And in any case, if you want to see more of that content, please subscribe and like and share this video. If you're on the fence, if you're not too sure about this camera, please keep watching. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. As we review this beautiful and cinematic footage of me walking on the beach, there's a couple of things that I wanted to point out. I haven't touched the images at all. It's not graded. It's basically just a conversion to Rec. 709. The biggest difference that I would say is all the RAW format have a beautiful image, very crisp. Contrast is amazing. I prefer by far the image coming from the Red RAW. The biggest difference I would say is the Red RAW has a magenta tint when it comes to the image, and the skin tone are more pleasing. I have to dig a little deeper to see exactly what's going on, but so far the Red RAW image straight to Rec. 709 looks amazing, and I'm pretty happy and satisfied with it. I guess I'll just have to see and dig a little deeper in the other RAW codecs to see exactly which one performs the best.
Yeah, this camera has been performing way better than I expected, honestly. And the only reason I was kind of worried about this camera when I bought it is the price. The price is like, it's a bargain. $2,200 for a camera that shoots R3D. And even if you take it out, it's still a fantastic camera. I think it shoots NRAW, ProRes RAW, ProRes HQ. I know there's an update coming that's going to add ProRes LT, which is going to be fantastic. So there's a couple of things that I wanted to talk about. As a guy that coming from Sony world, I also have a Lumix S1 II. I wanted to talk about a couple of things that were different per se on this camera compared to what else, to everything else that I have. Number one, autofocus continuous. It's called AFF, autofocus full, I believe, in the camera menu. Okay, I didn't know, so I changed it to AFC. Trying one of my lenses, and for whatever reason, it was not focusing properly. As soon as I started messing with the focus setting, I realized that AFF is basically the equivalent of AFC on other camera brands. Something to know. It's not a big deal. Now it's in AFF every time, and it's been performing pretty damn well. I'm actually shooting on the Tamron 35 to 150 Sony E mount version using the Viltrox adapter, and I mean, it's been pretty good so far, so hopefully the footage is good at home. This camera has a identity crisis. It's a vlogging camera that has a cinema badge on it. It's a great content creation camera. It's a professional camera. It's a filmmaker tool, but it says cinema. This Nikon camera is small. It's tiny. The grip is basically non-existent. The battery door drama is overblown, I would say. Only one memory card option that you can use professionally. So yeah, I feel like I see it as a vlogging camera that decided to just add a red codec in it and have tremendous, beautiful image quality. My reasoning behind it is this camera has a bunch of modes that I would probably never use. Number one, the self-portrait mode is, I don't understand it. I decided to record myself with this camera. So I flipped up the screen just so I can see myself and frame my shot. And as soon as I've done it, none of the buttons on the camera except for the shutter release was working. So how can I adjust anything on the camera while the the screen is flipped out. It was kind of weird. I didn't know about it. Found my answer online and basically just changed the mode, removed the self-portrait mode. So now the camera is working fine. Just something that you need to know. But self-portrait on the cinema camera doesn't make too much sense for me, or maybe I'm old-fashioned, I don't know. There's this product showcase mode. That sounds pretty interesting for anyone that is a content creator. I'm pretty sure it's pretty useful. I'm gonna test it at home when I'm reviewing products. But yeah, once again, on the cinema camera, that sounds kind of out of place, but it's a welcome addition. And also the fact that you can just turn it off easily is great. So it's not a complaint, it's just a remark. There's also a video timer, which is great. Okay, it was on by default, so it caught me off guard, but yeah. All right, self-timer. And also this one is like, I don't get it, but anyways, it's 2025. Skin softening. Why would you need that on the cinema camera? I don't know. Probably one of the best features of the Nikon system is you can adapt pretty much anything to it. Mainly and included, especially for me, Sony E-mount lenses and pretty much most recent lenses, I would say. At least my GM lenses, all of them have been working. My Tamron 35-150 has been working. And also, surprisingly, a Viltrox lens that I have a 40mm and a 20mm, very small and compact lenses, all working perfectly fine. Okay, I'm using the Viltrox adapter, maybe it has something to it, but apparently most E-mount autofocus lenses are working. And yeah, like all the functions, like autofocus, continuous autofocus, bird autofocus. I was testing on my 100-400 GM and it worked perfectly. So yeah, it's great. I haven't tested so intensively to see if it's exactly the same performance that we get from a Sony body, but so far it's been pretty good. One thing I wanted to note, I've been using the S1 II for a couple of months. It's great, the Lumix S1 II, which is great, but the battery life was kind of a disappointing. But this one, the Nikon ZR, has been great so far, so no complaints there. Pretty good. I only have 2 batteries, so that's great. I don't want to invest too much until I'm sure I'm going to keep this camera, but so far I'm very impressed. Battery life has been pretty amazing. There's a couple of quirks that bothered me, mainly the grip. I haven't received my small rig cage for it, and it's been hard to hold this camera. I try to shoot it with I try to use my Sony 100-400 GM, which is pretty long and heavy lens. And it's hard to hold the camera without a grip. It's painful. Yeah, if you're using on a tripod, on a gimbal, whatever. Yeah, of course. And I'm not too worried about it. It's just something that needs to be said. The grip sucks. The fact that you need to open the battery door to pull out the memory card, I don't really like it. I feel like it's kind of it's not really professional if I'm being honest. But it is what it is. I've been using it, been good so far. It's actually on a tripod. I can remove it if I want right now, at least on the tripod that I'm using, which is a travel tripod. And I think that if you keep it this way, if you keep it like small and compact, you're not gonna have to worry too much about it. But it's true that this should have been on the side. The build quality. I've seen a lot of people talk about it in a very positive way. So when I received mine, I was a little surprised. It feels a little plasticky. It feels a little plasticky, which is not a big deal. But one thing I don't like at all is the port covers. Feels a little flimsy, and I don't enjoy it. I don't like it coming from the Lumix S1 II, the FX3, which I think are better, especially the FX3. This one, I was kind of surprised. It's not that bad. It's not a big deal. It's just I need to tell you the gripes that I have with this camera, and this is one of them. The lack of buttons. Everyone is complaining about the lack of mounting points. I don't care too much about all that. It's not the camera that I want to rig out anyway, especially because this beautiful screen, it's so big, you don't really need a monitor. But the fact that there's no buttons to customize anything is painful, especially coming from the Lumix S1 II, where you can customize the heck out of it. But this one is like, that's it. You have 3 buttons, you're on your own. Let's say I just want to change the ISO, for example. There's no wheel in the back of the camera, which is something that I've been using for years on my Lumix, on my FX3, on my other Sony cameras, but this one doesn't have it. I guess they want to keep the camera small to still have a big and large screen. And honestly, I would trade the buttons for the big screen. It's unbelievably good, and yeah, so far I'm under the sun. I'm squinting and I still see my face. I know that I wouldn't see it on my FX3, so great. Micro HDMI, I'm gonna make it quick. I don't care. I didn't buy this camera to have a monitor on it. To keep it simple, I think it's kind of overblown in a way, but at the same time, Nikon, it's 2025. What are you doing? Like, we don't want micro HDMI. Once again, I don't care. But I would say full HDMI is the minimum when you call it a cinema camera. I didn't have high expectations when it came to image stabilization or electronic vibration reduction. I believe that's how they call it. Anyway, it's pretty good. I've been hand-holding the camera since I received it. I haven't mounted it anywhere else than on this tripod. And when I'm hand-holding it, it's pretty good. For the money that I spent, I'm pretty satisfied, if I'm being honest. Does that mean it's the best camera on the market? Probably not. But the value could be. It could be the best value camera that we have as of 2025. We'll see next year. We'll see how Sony respond to everything that came out recently. I'm thinking about the C50, the S1 II. It could be that Sony has something up the sleeve that that they don't want to show yet. I'm gonna keep this Nikon ZR for now. See how I like it. And yeah, that's about it. I wanted to test the different codecs, different resolutions, and see it for myself because, you know, can't really trust those reviews online, right? If you want to see more of that type of content, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video with your friends. That's been it for me. It was Charlie. Cheers.